Hey friends, welcome back to Simply a Better You. Today is the day for our first garden tour of the 2025 garden season. So let's head to the garden and see what we have growing. We just finished up mulching the other day and the weather is cooperating today. It was supposed to rain, but it looks like it's going to dry up for about 3 days. So I thought, hey, let's get out here and show you the garden while we've got some sunshine. All right. So let's see what we've got going. It's a little overcast and cloudy today. So if you saw our last video, Hannah and I came out here and we mulched our largest garden bed with straw. Now this is to help suppress weeds. Is it going to get all of them? Probably not, but it will help me stay on top of the garden so it doesn't get taken over. I'm going to try not to walk on the mulch. I'm going to try not to walk on the mulch right now because like I said, it did rain. It rained for 6 hours straight. It is very wet. But right here we have some cauliflower. This is a white cauliflower. And over here we have our broccoli. And then right next to that we have our okra. And we have done a lot more plants this year. We were wanting more yield from the garden. We tried to split the garden up last year and did two, and we decided it was just best to have it all together. Back here we have a row of cabbage. And Joe brought home some additional cabbage, so I threw those in over here. They're not quite as big as my other ones. Down here, let's see if I can remember how I placed these because most of my tags have been buried. These are banana peppers, and we have a red sweet pepper, and down here we have a green pepper which the deer are enjoying. This looks like it got trampled by Bella, and I've tried to tape it back together. I can't find my gardener's tape. I need to really dig for that, but they love these green leaves and they keep coming through and scalping them. Joe also picked up some mini peppers. They're like a sweet mini pepper. Here we have our zucchini plants. These all came out of the same container and were planted all together, but are obviously growing at a different rate. Same thing here. These are zucchini. This year we got straight neck squash. This is a yellow summer squash. And a crookneck squash. And if you can obviously see, they are flowering. They are producing fruit. The deers also love to munch on these. Over here we have our cucumbers. They are looking much better since we watered and put the straw in. Also cucumbers. And I come out here every few days and just kind of help re-guide these back up because we really want them to grow up the trellis this year. This section will get mulched here soon. I'm going to weed whack it and rake it a little bit and put the straw down, and then I'm going to put some pumpkins back here. Do I dare to walk through this? It's a little drier up here on the hill. All right, over here is my honeydew. I know we said no melons, but Joe, what can I say? He loves to feed my heart, and he keeps buying me plants. And over here is honeydew, and then there's cantaloupe on the opposite side. Because this was just going to be a trellis for both. No, this is honeydew too. I must have had extra plants. Okay, so this is all honeydew. This must be my cantaloupe. This is why it is so important to, yes, this is my cantaloupe. So important to tag your plants. Because even though I planted these, I still get confused about where I put things. The wind is picking up. So when I planted these are my tomatoes. This is a beefsteak tomato. Unfortunately, they got a little sickly being on the porch. And then when I put them in the ground, the dirt, the soil and stuff splashed up on them, so that doesn't help with disease either. But they should be just fine. They should bounce back quite well. It's kind of unbury you. Miss Hannah helped me mulch. And I would say for an 8-year-old, she did spectacular. I'm very, very proud of her. Here's our miscellaneous pepper. This is the mini sweet peppers. I originally thought I was going to put them in with my peppers, but changed my mind. These are cherry tomatoes down here. I decided I wanted cherry tomatoes this year for salads, and Hannah just loves them. She is my veggie baby. Also, our mini sweet peppers. I really hope these grow. Last year, I couldn't get my peppers going. They became very leggy and they didn't do very well at all. Oh, more tomatoes. I need to get out here but more tomatoes. I believe these are my yellow pear tomatoes. One of these have got a tag on them. We're going to call them tomato surprises, but I'm pretty sure these are my yellow tomatoes. And of course we have tons of room for more tomatoes. All down this section here, we can put in some more tomatoes. Say hi to my girls. Hi, girls. They're getting so big. The red is finally coming in. This is my favorite. This is Reba. Hannah calls her Floof. They're not camera shy, that's for sure. Right, girls? They were so dramatic. Very vocal. Oh. But, all right. So in this garden, we are going to put up another arched trellis here and one here, and this is going to hold our spaghetti squash and our butternut squash. Those will, oh look, I found an empty patch. Let's cover this. No grass. I still have plenty of straw left to come out here and cover these holes up, but Now, a lot of my plants this year, because I did not do the seeds, I get this from a local nursery. It's family owned. My okra came from a local grower. I mean, he's like a neighbor. So it's okra. I don't know what kind of okra, so it'll be a surprise. Let's hope it does well. But the cabbage and broccoli and stuff, they're usually just kind of labeled generically. This is a, snow crown cauliflower. So if I get labels and information, great, I will share them with you. Otherwise, it's just kind of a generic broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, pepper. Over here, Joe is trellising green beans. So these are a pole bean variety, not a bush bean. He's got them planted on both sides. He just planted these 2 days ago, so it's going to be a little bit before those pop up. And then we have 10 rows of sweet corn across here. And we'll see what happens. Hey, little bunny, I didn't even see you there. I am hoping one day to open this up and utilize this area for flowers, but right now it is a little hidey hole for critters. And despite how many critters we have, bunnies, groundhogs, chipmunks, birds, they really don't invade our garden. They have plenty to eat out here, plenty. So they pretty much avoid the garden. We're very blessed with that. It's the deer that love the garden. They come in through the back field, walk across the side of our yard and cross the street. And this is like their smorgasbord before they make it across the street. So let's see what else we got out here. This is catmint. This was purposely planted out here, obviously because it spreads. If you guys remember, Joe brought these plants home from Lowe's. They were heavily discounted. They were really beat up and just were dying. And we went ahead and planted them, and they are doing great. Obviously, catmint it's part of the mint family or catnip family. This doesn't have the stinky smell that catnip does, but it still has some of the same properties that catnip does, so very relaxing if you steep it in tea. So we'll definitely be harvesting this year. I love these wildflowers out here. They are so cool. This is part of the dandelion family, and they turn into these gigantic poof balls. So I know some people don't like dandelions and to have weeds and stuff, as they so call them. I love them. They're beautiful, and I'm not gonna cut them out. I have wild rose bushes growing, and it adds so much variety to your yard. And then of course, dandelions are medicinal. So up here on the porch, before we make it to the other garden, the green stalks are on hold right now because we're focusing on other things. Mint, is struggling. So Joe picked me up some more. We're gonna try again. This is a Kentucky mint of some kind. This is a pineapple mint. We really love this. Has a fabulous smell to it. And I just got the containers for those. They're gonna go out here in my little herb garden. Come on, camera. Focus. They're gonna go out here in my little herb garden. So up here to plant. Calendula. I still have tons of tomatoes. They just seem kind of like they've stopped growing. So I don't know what I've done wrong there. I have pumpkins, gourds, butternut squash, miscellaneous strawberry. Other strawberries, this is going to go by our asparagus as ground cover, which I'm going to take you out and show you that. And then I have to get these in the ground today. These are onions. Oh, so much, so much. This is part of my perennial flower and herb garden. So we have black-eyed Susans, combine, which unfortunately my sunflowers on the porch fell on them yesterday. But that's okay. This is a false sunflower. It's getting ready to bloom. My lavender came back. I do need to come through here and trim off some of this dead woody stuff, but it is spreading and doing great. Both of those came back. All of my coneflowers came back. This is called echinacea. I've got one down here that has been eaten by slugs, but they are getting ready to bloom as well. I have my Shasta daisies. These are looking fantastic. I decided to put some dill out here this year, and I was hoping it would do better in the ground, which it is, but I am fighting slugs. I didn't even think that they would eat my dill. They love my basil. They have, this one, they've eaten so much off of it, it has basically stopped growing. I've thought about pulling them out and moving them. There's another coneflower. It is also getting ready to bloom. And I have different varieties. I have like a sunset, which is a bright orange and yellow, and then 2 fuchsia, so 2 pink coneflowers. I have 2 types of bee balm here. This is one kind, both bee balm, but they produce different color flowers. And they came back this year strong. I mean, spread unbelievably fast. I wasn't expecting this, but I'm delighted with it. Oh, look at these little weeds sneaking up on me. I'll have to get out here and do a little bit more mulching. This is a rose bush, if you can see that. And the rose bush itself starts back here, and I have tried to cut it out, dig it out, rip it out, and it's winning. This is a, let's see, this is in the Rebecca family. I think that's right. Oh, I do still have a tag down here. Yes. Rudbecca. It's an Indian summer, similar to like a black-eyed Susan. These are my yellow lilies that my daughter got me, but same thing. The slugs are eating them. And I have tried to sprinkle stuff, and I've done the beer traps, and I'm overrun with them. This is a butterfly bush that we also purchased from Lowe's, heavily discounted. It was basically dead when we got it, and I went ahead and cleaned it up, brought it back to life. And this is also something that'll return each year, and it'll get a little bigger, so we'll have to make sure we trim that down. But attracts beautiful butterflies. So we have some new additions. Joe picked up 2 fig trees that are hardy for a growing zone 6 because our fig from Florida, it didn't make it. It's a stick. Poor thing. The lemon balm is struggling. Not quite sure what's going on other than maybe it's not getting enough water. But we'll add some more to this bin. I picked this up this year. It's a Thunbergia. Well, it's called Lemon Star. I just loved it because it was yellow. I mean, I basically love anything that's yellow. And it vines, so I'm going to allow it to vine up these cattle panel trellises to provide some shade. Also in here, I have my thyme. I have an English thyme and a lemon thyme. They both came back. You can tell the difference because one smells like lemon and one doesn't. This is rosemary. My rosemary did not come back this year, so I planted a bigger one. I need to harvest some of this. Get it to bush out really good. We have a new addition of sage this year. What can I say? The birds seem to really like the trellis out here. I put in some garden chives. I mean, just to have. Of course, they're a nice add-on to any dish, but I figured why not add them. And Joe picked me up another basil. So hopefully, oh, I can smell it. It smells wonderful. So I'm hoping that that will bush up here really well. So we have some basil. Oh, sweet pea. This is the new containers that I got. These are from, I think it's Pots and Plants. And I'll put a link in the description below for them. All of these metal raised bed containers are from there. They have beautiful colors. They come in multiple different shapes and sizes, and I am in love with them. And not only that, the price. I mean, I feel like it's a very fair, reasonable price for something that is sturdy as these are. And the color. I can't wait to get my yellow one that is in the shape of a big flower to stick in the middle of my herb bed out here. So this will also be an extension to my perennial and herb garden. This is rhubarb. Joe requested rhubarb, so we got some. I'm gonna have to learn how to cook with it. I need to get out here and pinch off some of these big leaves. But this is starting to take shape. I think this year I'm gonna put some pumpkins out here. I don't know yet. Oh, the wind's picking up. But back here in the far corner is the beginning of our asparagus. So, oh yeah, the wind picked up considerably. It's a Jersey giant asparagus. Joe found me some established plants. I mean, I've never seen them this large from a garden center, but he found some over in Ohio while he was looking for some additional plants for me. So I was like, yes, please bring them home. This is something else that you plant once and it will feed you and feed you for many years to come. And asparagus is a favorite of ours, especially for breakfast. In this gigantic mess over here, I have some mullein hidden down in there. We'll have to get in there and clean that out. My pennies have bloomed. This was planted by the previous owner. Of Got 2 white ones up here, and then pink, and another white one over there by our steps. This one we actually ripped out because we needed room to walk, and apparently Joe didn't get it all because it's growing back. Oh, my fingers smell like thyme. The girls' flowers are doing beautiful. They've been hit by some slugs too, but they're doing great. This is the first year I have ever had planters on my porch with flowers, and we put them together. It was a lot. It was a lot more affordable, and of course you get to pick what you would like to put in them. The lemongrass was like $12, and this was one plant that I split in 2. And then Joe picked me up my sunflowers. Like I said yesterday, they fell off the porch. It looks like a stem broke. But I'm going to try to get these planted today. Oh, so much to do. Okay, ladies, show me some chicken love. They follow me around when I'm out here. I haven't been brave enough to let them outside of their run yet, though. Here they come. I'm the treat giver, and the food, and the water. So, it's so nice to feel so loved. So, our trees, our poor, poor trees, we have neglected them. And I think sometimes this happens when you take on a lot of projects, especially if you're just 2 people. One in which works a full-time job, and I am homeschooling the kids. But we have 2 peach trees and 3 apple trees out here. I can't even believe they have survived. But I will be getting in here in the next day or 2 to weed whack this grass, put cardboard down, and mulch them. Now, you can see that this tree is producing fruit. I am probably going to come out here and knock this fruit off because we want this tree to focus on growing, not producing fruit right now. It's a very small tree, and it needs to work on growth and getting big. This one's kind of leaning to the side here. This one looks so much better. This is the one that, it does have some rust on it. So I'll have Joe come out and spray them. But this is the one the deer ate last year. And I mean, like, we had 3 or 4 leaves left, and it has bounced back really well. But the grass, this will choke your tree out and kill it. So we definitely have to get in here and weed whack. These were put up to prevent the deer from eating our trees. And it most definitely works, but it is a real pain to mow and weed eat around it. I see some ladybugs on here as well as some not so good beetles. So I'm just happy that they're alive. The fig we had out here, it died. We're pretty sure the deer ate it. But, oh well. So friends, thank you so much for joining me on this very first garden tour of the 2025 growing season. I'm going to try to keep up on weekly tours just to give you updates of how things are growing, what we're harvesting, what we're adding, because you know I'll go get more plants. And of course, we'll give you an update on our girls just as soon as they start to lay. They should be ready to start laying come August, depending on heat. The heat plays a factor, so we're trying to keep them really nice and comfortable in their chicken condo. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on my journey today, and I bless you on yours. Are you ready for your close-up? Yes? Mia has named them, Hannah has named them, but I cannot remember all their names. I'm more of like a, Hazel, Holly, Polly, Molly. There's Miss Reba. She's the only one that I remember her name. And she's the only one that we have that looks like her. Here comes another one. I don't have any treats, girls.